Hey, what's going on? This is L203 Ghetto Reactions, and I'm back with another reaction video. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit me on my Instagram at L203 Ghetto Reactions. You can also hit me on my Twitch. Everything else is going to be in the description. All right, we're going to get into this next video. This is AB right here, man, right here. The notorious Skinny Me. You know what I'm saying? We're going to listen to this. We're going to watch this video, and again, I'm going to talk at the end and in between. Just like, comment, subscribe. Even if you don't like to hear me talk in between, then hey, that's what I got to do. That's just the rules. All right. So like the video, like me, subscribe to my page. Let's get into the video.
Man, we ain't a gangster and afraid to be around gangsters. You know what I'm saying? And the best man get the drop in this shit. You know what I mean? We don't put first shootouts. The best man get the drop. When they hate you, they frame you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, in due time, like I'm still gonna be giving a record count, I'm still gonna be putting on for cool kids.
Yeah, and we got to give a shout out again. And go like and comment to my man page right here. We're going to leave it in the description. Go check him out. He did the work, so all this credit go to him. I'm just doing it on my side.
I'll watch with my own.
Giving my reaction.
Yeah, no, spin the word like a shotgun. And it's the count, and I'm going.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they frame the goat, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna prove my innocence and shit. Like, I'm gonna prove my innocence once October come up, 21. I'm gonna prove my innocence and all that shit. And I'm gonna be back.
Hey, yo, squad, what's the drill? Back with another video, man. If you from Philly, then this one's for you. Today, we talk about the notorious Skinny Me, who was the man AR Ab trusted with his life in the streets.
Yes,
he found
sir,
himself in a sticky
man.
situation when his rap career was now getting some traction. Who is Skinny Me, though? And why does his name hold so much weight? The cops put him away for life for murking a dude, but Skinny Me says he's innocent. Can he win the fight for his freedom, or is it all over? This is the Skinny Me story. So without further ado, let's skip the play and get down to business. Abbas Parker was known as the notorious Skinny Me. His style was similar to the notorious B.I.G., so he started calling himself Biggie with the weight off and adding notorious to his name.
Hey, Skinny Me, I just put notorious on that shit. Like, you know, checking B Smalls out one day, PIP the Big and shit, checking Big out one day and shit. I just felt like, I mean, me and Big, we rap alike. I mean, we both rap off of self-confidence, so that's how we gonna rock with that shit. I'm already who I am, so like notorious Skinny Me. Listen, I had to get the weight off.
Skinny came up in the north side of Philly on one of the most savage of blocks, Hollywood and Jefferson, 29th Street, a.k.a.
See, how
J
do you
Street.
expect them to grow? How do you expect them to be if that's what their environment is? You expect anything different, it's sad. If that's all what's surrounding them, I mean, it's hard. And temptation is rough when you're a kid.
Where you from? I'm from 29th and Jefferson, the border. Hollywood and Jefferson, 29th Street.
So for some people who don't know that, you know what I mean? Because this is going to be, you know, to the real people, where exactly is that? Is that North Philly, South Philly? For some who don't know.
That's North Philly. No, that's North Philly. 29th and Jefferson, that's North Philly. That's the border, 29th and Jefferson.
Skinny Me was loyal to his block, repping it wherever he went. Before his IG was deleted, his Instagram handle carried his street as well. His loyalty to the trenches did him dirty, though. From his come-up, he experienced loss. One including one of his brothers that passed away in a motorcycle accident. Skinny came up a trench baby. He didn't get the chance to go to high school and middle school, so this is what he knew.
You know, all that shit, 'cause I ain't do all that shit high school and middle school, and I ain't get the chance to do all that shit. I just came out here,
He went from video games and wrestling to giving the beats to dudes around the block until he was carrying the city on his back. After becoming a young veteran in the trenches, it changed Skinny into something different, something darker and more savage.
I grew up watching like WWE wrestling and shit. Like I like wrestling and shit. Like I grew up watching wrestling and playing video games, you know what I'm saying? Then that transferred over to me fighting dogs and shit like that. Like watching my brother Bear fight dogs, and I just grew up fighting dogs and grew up fighting the street and over here and over here. And, you know, eventually that turned into what it turned into. You dig what I'm saying? So and that once it turned into what it turned into, it just like I carry my neighborhood.
While running his city, he used to rock with music through a homie named Mont who used to rap. In the hood, that was the homie Skinny Me looked up to, but he was about to suffer a loss that changed his life. On March 26, 2006, a heart attack caught Mont lacking while recording in the studio, and that pushed Skinny Me to do it for his bro and pick up the mic.
Then it's like, then the rapping came up. Then rap, I always was a fan of like music and shit like that. Then like, I had a homie named Mont. My man Mont Millions and shit. My man Mont Millions died like March 26, like 06. He died in the studio. He had a heart attack in my aunt crib. Now, man, he had a heart attack in the studio. I think I was like in Vision Quest at the time.
Skinny Me assembled the Hood Avengers, uniting hoods from all over the trenches into a rap group that first went by the name Body Snatchers. Back then, he went by the rap name B Holla and was aggressive on the beat.
I'm a J Street rapper. I'm from where I stand at. Waistline ain't hold no belt. That's where that thing at. Body snatchers rushing your spot. And get your mom sacked.
In a phone interview he later did from behind bars, Skinny seemed to address his first movement, Body Snatchers, and refused to speak on it due to what sounds like run-ins with the law, but directed the attention to the next movement he started named Murder Gang. In 2008 is when AR Ab started entering the picture. Skinny's blood brother Brahim was allegedly a banger in the streets, but that caught up with him when he allegedly upped the 9 million, pumped a chamber full of bullets into Chauncey Miller on the 1400 block of North 28th Street on September 2008. Brahim would get sentenced to life without parole for the grimy deed. Skinny spoke on the situation, saying that it was his best friend that got murked and they wrongfully charged his bro with it.
Oh, babe, that's my blood brother. My mom and my dad, son. You know what I mean? Same last name, same all that. That's my, like, household, everything. That's my blood brother and shit. Yeah, free back and shit. I mean, they, you know, he booked right now, he got life.
To this day, Brahim claims he's innocent and was wrongfully accused. AR Ab would do a small jail stint behind bars and link up with Brahim. Back then, Ab and Skinny Me wasn't rocking yet. It's when he got tight with Brahim that he let him know he got a brother named Skinny Me that raps, and Ab agreed to hit him up when he got out.
Me and his brother met in state prison. I had a short time, only had a 36-year bid in state prison. His brother got life in prison for a murder that he didn't even do.
Ab got out and kept his word. Him and Skinny linked up and the two clicked like brothers.
When I got home, they got still calling me. I started sending money and shit to my brother.
Man. Them niggas did a lot of dirt together.
Skinny Me DM me like, yo, I'm Bayard, brother. I said, oh yeah, come on, pull right up on me. So when he pulled up on me, I told him what it was. Bayard, my brother, man. We locked in. And he just started with me.
Skinny was his man's. Anything that needed to get done was getting done with no hesitation.
And Skinny came and said, together. And we've been together ever since. And then there were situations in the street situation that calls for Skinny. And I watched him.
Skinny's reputation became even more notorious after that. He was running his block and mobbing dudes down with one phone call.
I make a phone call, niggas sliding on niggas.
But before his rap career could get jumping, Skinny got caught up in a body where he was implicated as a suspect who was involved in a hit on a man by the name of Donnie Skipworth. According to a man by the name of Tyrone Wright, who confessed to his involvement in the crime as being the getaway driver, he told Detective James Burns he was driving down Master Street. Wright told the detective Skinny Me told him pull up on 28th and Thompson Street and pick him up. Next thing bro know, he's at a location, shut off his engine, chilling waiting for Skinny Me to slide through when about a minute or two later, he heard shots busting from around the way. Then Skinny Me dipping around the corner, hopped in the whip, and we out, pull off. According to court documents, Wright told the detective that Skinny said Johnson wet up Donnie and confirmed he seen Donnie with a pole earlier too when he stopped their whip. When asked if he knew why Donnie was murked, Wright told Detective James the next day word on the street was that the other guy, who was Johnson, upped it on Donnie because Donnie took out a dude named Nail 2 years earlier that was his homie. Basically telling the detectives it was a get back type of thing. Skinny never really addressed the situation in detail, and things were a bit sketchy because throughout the court documents it stated that Skinny wasn't on trial for Donnie's hit, but Skinny did do time in the pen. When Skinny got out of that joint, he dropped a track that appeared to clear things up. On Chapel Call, he said, "But I was there on a gun charge and not no murder case." What's wild is that later in that same song, Skinny Me dropped the bars, "They let me out, then a murder happened." Then went on to repeat it and say, "Yeah, real life rap." Why bro would say something like that, I don't know, but he was back out and on the up and talking his talk. Skinny Me signed to OBH Records, and I think the energy around Ab at the time wasn't one of moving in silence, but bragging on the strength of their movement. And Skinny, already being a savage in the city, fed off that energy. Bro was doing interviews with the blicky out talking reckless, and Ab was just piling it on. I mean, check the clips. Dude was confirming bodies at that time. It was pure ego. OBH seemed untouchable in the streets and moving up on the music tip.
I got two new guys right here, but one of them been my brother. We just made it official, OBH Records. Skinny Me.
Yeah, OBH Records, nigga. Listen how
He been my little brother. We made it official yesterday. He's legally signed to OBH Records.
Yeah, we made that official yesterday, last night. I'm saying spooky hours, the sturdy hours. We signing contracts in the sturdy hours. You know what I mean? Giving the reckless kind of hope, man. OBH Records, man. That's what we doing, dude.
Skinny was feeling himself and knew he had the streets behind him. That's the messed up thing about that life. They're gonna hype you to the point where you feel like you the king of the trenches, but being the king of the trenches ain't the title to flash around boldly, because there's always gonna be dudes that try to test your gangster, and worse yet, the Fed's gonna be scheming on taking you out, and that's exactly what happened to Skinny Me. On September 13th, 2018, information started to spread online of one of Philly's most wanted, Mr. Skinny himself. His name and description was posted along with pictures of his distinguishing tattoos for anyone that's seen him or know where he's hiding. Videos began surfacing that started to look grim for your boy. The first was a video of him moving in the vehicle talking about he's on the run for a body and was scared for his life because the cops are framing him for it and the justice system ain't fair to guys like him.
Yeah, the police, ain't told they do. I'm scared of death. The court system, ain't told they do. Innocent, they stole it just to blew you out. They hate you, they frame you. When they hate you, they frame you. Remember that, man. But listen how Notorious Skinny Me beat the weight off.
The next video that was surfaced online will be a squad of cops swarming around Skinny Me as he's handcuffed and put in the back of a cop car. They had bro looking like El Chapo. Philly's most wanted was got. The messed up thing in all this is how much the streets brainwash dudes to throw their lives away. It's like being in those situations is some form of validation for people that's going to leave you to rot or snitch on you when that time behind bars starts adding up.
Same thing I say in my other video.
Let me come on, my D's was on, man. Yeah, no, spin the word like a shotgun.
Skinny's worst nightmare happened. They caught him and tossed him right in the system. While he was being locked, you can hear him shout to the person recording, "Let A know," referring to AR Ab.
Hey, yo, let everybody know, right? Let everybody know. I got you, bro. Let everybody know, right? All right, bro. Let A know, right?
Little did he know the feds were hot on Ab's trail, and being associated with OBH would only make matters worse. April 15, 2021, a federal judge sentenced AR Ab to 45 years in prison for the 2019 conviction of turning the record label he founded, Original Block Hustlers, into a large-scale North Philadelphia trafficking organization which was implicated in at least one hit. On a jail call interview, Skinny Me recalls the moment he heard Ab got locked. It was like that's the moment he knew the road was about to get rocky.
Ab and them get grabbed. Ab, Moolah, Snoop Breaks, Bryce, all them get grabbed. So when you hear that news, like, what was your thoughts going through your mind at the time? Like,
yeah, I'm talking about. It was like a nightmare. It was like, it was like, first, everybody putting the money behind fall with the team, the third, and you figure with the weight off. And when we just went from sitting with you, telling you like, as they're telling you like, I'm putting all my money behind you, and like, you need to batter up. You dig what I'm saying? Then it's like, but the skinny fall for something serious. You dig what I'm saying? Then I turn around, then the minute fall. You understand what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, it's just like, all right, skinny is one thing, but AR is another thing. You understand what I'm saying?
Indictment papers on the takedown of AR Ab and OBH became public, and the dire situation Skinny was in will become known. According to documents, on September 11, 2017, the Philadelphia Police Department acted independently of the FBI, executed a search warrant at the mansion. The search was a part of an investigation into the homicide of a man named Sherman Williams, which occurred at 2762 North 22nd Street. September 11, 2017, Sherman Williams was on his way back from paying his parking tickets when he called his mom's around 5 p.m. to check in. She says they talked for about 10 minutes and that was the last she heard from her son. After the call, about 30 minutes later, Sherman was hit. Mom said that as far as she knows, Sherman had some words with a dude and ended up getting shot in the back twice.
Brown says on Monday, September 11th, Williams was on his way back from paying his parking tickets. She says he called her at about 5 p.m. to check in.
We had a conversation for about 10 minutes.
That was the last time she talked to him. About 30 minutes later, the 29-year-old was shot multiple times along 22nd Street between Somerset and Lehigh Streets in North Philadelphia.
Police reports will be released detailing a much more grimy scene, stating that Sherman was hit up 7 times while riding a scooter. As it turns out, a witness to the shooting observed an individual believed to be the shooter fleeing the scene in a white Jeep Cherokee with a PA registration of JYD 0709. The police determined that the white Jeep was registered to Abdul West, aka AR Ab, at 3234 North Sydenham Street, which is the address of the mansion. Officer Charles Rillera and Ralph Nelson, who were at the scene of the crime, traveled to the 3200 block of Sydenham Street to investigate. There, they discovered the white Jeep Cherokee parked near the mansion, and one of the males inside the whip was Skinny. Skinny and them dipped when the cops pulled up, and the witnesses positively ID'd the Jeep afterwards. The body was being placed on Skinny. He had a long road ahead of him to prove his innocence, especially with all of the OBH madness going on. Skinny was literally fighting for his life. Out of the 50 bands he told the cops he had, he initially dropped 20 on a lawyer.
Just man, if I was begging for aid to pay for my lawyer, I'd be in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But I have my own 20,000. I have my own 20 grand. You know what I'm saying? So
behind bars, Skinny made claims that he's being treated like he that guy for real. Everybody's showing him love.
Like everybody should be loved. They go watch my videos from my white shirt. I get treated different. Like I get treated real different here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about like real different. And then I get I was a block rep on one block. I'm in a hole right now, but I was a block rep on one block. Now I'm in the hole. I'm the work in the hole and shit. So I work around the clock or around the clock and shit.
While awaiting trial, the hardships just kept piling up though. The one person he knew he could depend on was his mom's, and she passed away.
I just lost my mom like last month and shit. You know what I mean? I lost my only last month and shit. So it was like that was like my own. It was like the only thing I ever feared was like losing a mom. You dig what I'm saying? So like me losing my mom, it's just like I can't face the with my.
You could hear the hurt in bro voice because mom's was the one he could for real turn to when things was getting rough.
When Dell, you really gotta be with like who love you. Like you might not always be with like who.
Skinny Me wasn't happy with how the justice system was doing him, and he had plans to go through it and get a fair trial, even if it took 5 to 10 years.
Man, so I'm willing to. Personally, I'm willing to wait 6, 5, 10 years to let this all down state road. If I can give me a fair job, I just want me a fair job. You know what I'm saying?
Right. In his mind, he wasn't budging from his side of the story, saying he's framed and he's going to prove he's innocent.
I'm going through what I'm going through right now. You know what I'm saying? Like they framed the group. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna prove my innocence and shit. Like I'm gonna prove my innocence once October come up, 21. I'm gonna prove my innocence and all that shit. And I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna take all ownership finally.
One thing bro got is heart. Skinny was still focused on the rap career and standing solid that once he gets out, he gonna take over the game and do numbers as one of the realest.
Once I get out of here, you know what I'm saying, I'll be the near view man. You know what I'm saying? It's like all some authentic shit. Like without showing a bunch of money, without showing cars, without showing jewelry. Just like a raw talent, just like a raw skill, just like anything authentic with me, you know what I'm saying?
Bro was holding his head up and waging on the system. It's crazy because talking from behind bars, he wasn't speaking like somebody that was from the trenches about the streets. He was speaking like somebody that was knowledgeable, with a good head on their shoulders. It's like it takes jails for dudes to simmer down and not be all tough talking about bodies and all that, you know? Bro got sense. He just lived the wrong life.
You know, the best yet to come, man. You know what I mean? I'm just going to continue keeping my head up, man, as I go through this little hardship, man. Like, hopefully next year I start trial next year, and I should be out of here. You know what I mean? Inshallah, I should be out of here, man. At the end of the day, I got a good case, man. Everybody knows I'm gonna prove my innocence, man. I got a great lawyer.
At that point, his trial was yet to start, so he had hope. But that hope was about to be dragged away from his fingers. On October 26, 2022, news outlets began reporting the sad outcome for the notorious Skinny Me. Bro was sentenced to life plus 25 years. Dang, the years racked up due to the various guilty verdicts on his charges. It's wild to see Skinny Me go down like this. OBH was at one point looking like the next label to dominate, but now almost all of the ones that were showing promise are locked up and lost their buzz. It's going to be a rough road ahead for Skinny Me. Hopefully his life serves as a lesson to the youngest moving reckless. Stay smart, stay alert, and stay real. I'm out, y'all.
Yep, that's what it is. Skinny Me. That nigga A.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't a gangster and afraid to be around.
Man, them niggas did mad dirt together. Now they both locked up. Like what sense does it make? Really? Like all that to be locked up for 80 years. He got 40-something years. Now your mind right. Now you ready to get out and do something different when you had ample opportunity. It's the life, man. Y'all live. Think about it. L203 Ghetto Reaction. Like, comment, subscribe. Your boy out here.